Hi, my name is Deoj. Just like I said in my previous video, that I like sharing my experience living in Deutschland. So today I want to share with you about some of the things that I love and some of the things that I hate about Deutschland. So number one, or I'll call it the first one, is that I hate that people here doesn't know how to socialize. Socializing in Deutschland, no, I don't get it because you go to a party and you come there, people are just standing and talking. No music, nothing. It's just talking. I'm like, why are we even here? So this really not the kind of socializing that I know or I grew up with. And for us in Namibia or in Africa, it's just like dancing and music. It must be you can talk, but still there must be some music. That's what's called entertainment, not talking. And on top of that, talk about work at the party. You're like, who want that? Really, it's entertain me and socializing. I don't get it. And I remember one time we invited to how do you call it? It was in engagement. This couple got engaged. Oh no, got married at the magistrate. So they invited us to their celebration, and then we come there just sitting and eating and drinking. And I was like, why are we even drinking? No music, just talking. It was like, supposed to be some music at least. Because for me, I find it boring. That's really boring. And I remember also watching a story of a South Africa, no, German lady who was based in South Africa. So she attended her husband's end year function, and she said, she was so impressed how these people all stand up and dance because such thing doesn't happen in Germany. And I'm just like, girl, you are talking. Such things in Germany doesn't happen. That's how it's supposed to be. And she was really impressed, and so she was like, if only this people could also do this in German, that would be good because regardless who you are, where you are, dancing is really what makes you have fun. But here, talking and talking and talking. I don't like that. Okay, on the positive note, what I like about Deutschland is that they have, oh, here you can travel. The traveling, oh my God. For me who likes traveling, you got the opportunity to travel anywhere from one country to the next with train or with a car or with a flight. So it's easy to travel. Traveling is very easy and it's very cheap compared to where I come from. Because I remember one time I traveled from Rundu to Windhoek with my daughter that we're returning back, and then she was not feeling well, and I'd say instead of traveling with them online, I mean with the how do you call it in English is overnight pass, overnight pass. So let me just book the flight so that we can just arrive there on time because she's not feeling well. So I booked the flight. It was really expensive, very very expensive, just for the two of us, and it was one way ticket. It cost me 400 euro. That time I think it was 800 or 8,000 or 9,000 Namibian dollar, just a one way ticket. And I was like, wow, really, really expensive. Oh my God. So traveling here, it's really easy, and you can go from here to Paris with a train, or from here to Belgium with a train, or from here to Netherlands with a train, or with a car, or with an airline. It's very cheap. Even the flight tickets are not that expensive. So that's one thing that I like here. And number three, one of the things that I don't like is the bureaucracy here, paperwork. Everything have to be under paper, it have to be applied, and you have to fill in a lot of forms and a lot of, oh my God, it's just tiring. And we have to do this and you have to do that. Structural, really, it's forms and forms and forms. I have uh, like two files at home of my papers. Almost every person here have that, and really, that's my God, it really takes up. Where I also when we one time when traveling through, when I was coming from Namibia, and I lost my SIM card. I don't know whether I forgot it in my Deutsche SIM card. And then I came here and I was not having a SIM card. And I said, okay, I'm going to apply for a new one. I applied for a new one. They told me, no, it's good. We have to fill in this and this and this. We did it online, on telephone and everything. But they said, no, it's going to take time. It will take next until you get it next week. And I was like, oh my God, in Namibia, you can go, you will get it the same day. But here it's everything have to be filled in and to be, we'll send it to you. And then they send it. That was even a Friday. And I got it on Tuesday next week. That's really, oh no, that's really too much. It's also time wasting. And also they have beautiful, beautiful churches, very beautiful building in the 1800, 1900, and all those. But people go in the church. It's very rare. But these people, they can go to a football or soccer field and fill it up, but they'll never fill in a church. So hardly go to the church, but to soccer or football, they will go regardless of the weather, -7 degrees, snowy. They'll put on their jackets, scarves, hats, and everything, and go and attend in the cold for how many, I don't know how many hours they attend, but they'll never go in church for 1 hour, 2 hours. That's not their thing. It's like, oh my God, I wish I could just take these buildings and put them somewhere in Africa where people attend churches. But for them here, they will now rather go to a soccer and buy all those merchandise, supporting their teams and everything. Go to soccer, the whole family, the grandfather, the grandparent, everyone, including their dogs. Joking. No. So, but just like the whole family, they will respect football than churches. For them, churches, some they go, but they only go there sometimes during Christmas and so on. But just going there every Sunday, no, they never go to the football every once in a week or every day. I don't know how many times they attend. A lot of them, but churches, I was like, oh, okay, this is something different. Yeah, that's one of the things that I find very, oh, I don't like it, but I like it, but I'm not sure. And yeah, and what I like is also that they do allow people, before you do your house building, or if you want to study for a career, they allow you to do practical, to go to wherever you want to go, wherever the path you want to take. You go and do practical there, and then to see if that's what you want to do, if that's really your career, just to test it out. You can do it for 2 weeks or 3 weeks, I don't know, depends. So I find it really good, because you cannot go into a career without knowing. Maybe you go there and then later on you realize, no, this is not mine and I want to drop out. I really like that. And I realize I notice a lot of students that comes to our stations and do practical because they want to be in medical. So that's really, really, really good. And one thing I also don't like is the supermarket. Supermarket closing on Sunday. Yeah, on Sunday you want to go and buy something, or you are baking, and then something is missing out of your receipt, and then you have to wait until the next day. And I was like, oh my God, Sundays very, very quiet, no supermarkets. So we have to buy on Saturday even, so that you can have for Sundays. So Sunday supermarkets are closed. But what I like about their supermarket is that and their shopping cart is that they are really flexible. You can use them to really flexible compared to the one in ShopRite. Go in ShopRite, take the shopping cart with you. It's moving on the side. We're trying to move it. It's moving the side. Really, it's shopping cart is here. Even though you put a chip in, or €1 or 50 cents before you use it, but they are very, very good. They're very, very good. And what I hate is that when you are going in the supermarket, you buy all your grocery, and then you come at the cashier. You call it cashier or teller. You pay, and you have to pack your own. But back home, you have someone packing it for you. You know, those luxury, someone packing for your grocery for you. Here, you have to pack it yourself, and it's very fast. And you have also to try to catch up so that you can also take your wallet and pay. So that's also some of the things I've done. Oh, I wish I was in Namibia. It's not really good. Yeah, and one thing that I don't find really not good, that elders, they live alone. Most elders here live alone, and I find it really, yeah, I feel pity for them, because to see this very, very old woman and very old man in the supermarket with a gay, called gay stock, walking stock, and just trying to buy his own grocery. I feel them pity. I feel pity for them, because probably they don't have a kid, or their kid is living somewhere and they have to do it themselves. Really, for me, it's really pity. I feel pity for them. And one time at our station, there was a old man. Oh, he was sick, and then he came in. And he's 98 years old. He lived with his wife. His wife, I think, is 96. 96 years old. They don't have kids. So, but him is very, very intelligent and very, it's very strong. He tried to do everything himself, and he told that he does most of the things for his wife, because his wife cannot do so much. So it's really like someone who would say, when you're trying to put a bandage, or how do you call it, bandage on his wound or something like that, he was like, no. For me, so I'll try to do it carefully, and so he was like, no, don't do it carefully. I'm like, no, don't be so extra careful. I'm like, no, I'm so scared. It's too much. No, don't worry. It's really showing that it's really tough. And I was like, wow. It's really very 98, but he's still doing everything himself for his wife. And you can see how worried he was about his wife. And we helped him pack his things and waited for the taxi to come pick him up. And then, so he was sitting there waiting and waiting. And I came back in the room, and he was like asking, is it not yet time for the taxis to come? It's like, no, we still have 20 minutes before you go. It's like, oh, okay. And I was like, he can't wait to go home to his wife and take care of his wife. It's really something that I say, wow, wow. And also, one time we were visiting a friend who lives in a different city. She's also from Africa, and then she told us that one of these old men who lived downstairs in their complex died in his room, and nobody know that he died. Probably doesn't have a family, so he died in his room, and later on, people started smelling bad smell starting, and then they called the police. Then they find out it's him. He died a few days ago, so he started smelling. It was really like such things. Oh my God, really, it really breaks my heart to see that people are really living on their own, even though they're very old. So that's some of the things that I want to share with you today. But please don't forget to come back next week again for another video. And bye. Tschüss. Auf Wiedersehen. Please don't forget also to subscribe. Thank you very much for watching.